What's going on, wrestling family? Welcome back to the channel. So the WrestleMania kickoff show is tonight, and I have 3 ways that they can make this an epic and entertaining night for everybody. But before we get started, hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it. And also, I'm sure you probably can hear it, I'm a little under the weather. I apologize in advance, but we gotta get to the content. So let's start off with number 1, and that is how Roman Reigns tries to delegitimize The Rock. Now, what we know about Roman Reigns is before he goes into these big matches at these pay-per-views, he loves to get into the head of his opponent. He loves to make them feel like that they're unqualified to even be a part of the match, let alone think about being in a match, by comparing their WrestleMania main events or title reigns or whatever to himself. Now, the question is, how is he going to try to delegitimize The Rock in this juncture? Well, The Rock is a legendary wrestler. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a huge Hollywood star. How can Roman Reigns try to delegitimize The Rock? There's nothing he can do. Well, there is one way he can do it, which is a very smart way, and something that I said in a previous video is to attack his legacy by attacking his connection to the family tree. And by doing so, he can make The Rock seem like that he's unqualified to be in a tribal combat match with Roman Reigns because The Rock doesn't have any Anoa'i blood in his veins. And I know that sounds crazy to some people, but let's talk about it. If you take a look at the Anoa'i family tree, The Rock's grandmother, Ophelia, was married into the family by marrying Peter Maivia. Now, here's the thing. Previous to their marriage, Ophelia had a daughter before them, and the daughter's name is Atta, who is The Rock's mother. Now, when Peter and Ophelia got married, Peter decided to adopt Atta into the family to make it pretty much legit that she's a part of this family tree. Now, Atta went on to marry Rocky Johnson, have The Rock. So if you think about it, The Rock doesn't have any Anoa'i family blood in his system at all. And Roman Reigns can use this as a reason to say there's no reason why he should be a part of a tribal combat match against anyone in his family. He can say, in fact, The Rock, you're not even a part of his family. You're the greatest Johnson of all time, but stop trying to tie your legacy to the Anoa'i family because I am the greatest Anoa'i of all time. You've always wanted to try to be a part of this family. Is this why you want to have this tribal combat match, to try again to be a part of this family that you know you're not supposed to be a part of? Even you know that. If Peter never gave your mother a chance, you would never have a chance. And I think that's a way that Roman Reigns can go after The Rock. And I think it's pretty messed up, but I think it's the way that Roman would do it. And I think it's probably an entertaining way of doing that. So I'm kind of expecting that to happen tonight. Now, the second way they can make this an epic and entertaining night is to have someone from the Samoan ancestry show up. Now, why is this important? Because I believe they're going to do a contract signing tonight for The Rock versus Roman for a tribal combat match at WrestleMania for the tribal chief position. But we all know before that contract could be signed, one of the most important things that need to happen before that is even going to be the case is to have someone from the Samoan ancestry give the blessing for this match to happen. Now, it could be anybody. It could be anybody. But for me, I believe that it should be Rikishi. And the reason why that's going to be important if this thing happens the way I'm saying it is, with Roman Reigns trying to disqualify The Rock for not having Anoa'i family blood in his system, saying that he shouldn't even be in this match, you can have Rikishi come in and vouch for The Rock to say, just like Peter loved Atta when she was adopted into the family, I do love The Rock and see him as family. So you're going to get my blessing, not only for that, but because I don't respect how you're handling the tribal chief position, Roman. The tribal chief position was meant to bring family together and protect the family. But what you've been doing so far is tearing this family apart and destroying each and every one of these members of the family, especially my son, mentally and emotionally. I've never seen them like this a day in my life. They've always been on the same side, but look at them now. So at that point, it's going to be important because Roman Reigns is going to feel betrayed by someone he is blood related to because he's vouching for someone he believes shouldn't even be mentioned in the Anoa'i family tree. And also his throne as the tribal chief is being threatened. And I think down the line, it's going to be important too for it to be Rikishi, because as Roman has more disdain for Rikishi for creating this match, he's going to start to disrespect him more and more leading on down the line. And this can start more of Solo and Jimmy starting to turn more against Roman Reigns, because we all know that even though Solo is silent, he loves his brothers. He loves his family member. We saw how he was treating Jimmy when he was trying to protect them from Roman Reigns. When Jimmy said, "Do you think they're trying to set me up?" We can see there that Solo cares. So Solo is going to be in a position where, hey, am I loyal to the tribal chief position or am I loyal to my father? How much of this disrespect from Roman Reigns can I take before I flip a lid and turn on him? And I think at some point Roman is going to attack Rikishi. It could be in one of his matches. Who knows? to the point where Jimmy and Solo will no longer support him, especially if he loses that position as the tribal chief. So the last and final way that you can make this an entertaining and epic night, and you guys may think I'm delusional for saying this, and maybe I am, but here we go. So when The Rock and Roman Reigns signs that contract to solidify their match at WrestleMania for tribal combat for that tribal chief position, once that ink dries, you can have Cody Rhodes come out with a microphone and basically say, I've had a long conversation with Nick Aldis and a long conversation with Adam Pearce. And I understand how great of a moment this is to win the Royal Rumble, to go to WrestleMania and have a title shot for a second year in a row. But they informed me if I do not choose an opponent at WrestleMania, then I will lose my number one contendership match and I will have to start all over. When I spoke to Sami Zayn, he reminded me, he reinforced me that if I forego this, then I'll be disrespectful to myself. I'll be disrespectful to the wrestling community and to the legends before me. I'll be disrespectful to the fans, most importantly, and I'll be disrespectful to my father. And I couldn't handle that. So in saying that, I'm going to decide to challenge Roman Reigns at WrestleMania for his title. And then, of course, Roman Reigns is going to look at him like, what are you talking about? It's too late. I'm already booked for WrestleMania. We already signed the contract. You got to get to the back of the line and wait till next WrestleMania. Sorry, fans. You got to wait till 3 years for him to finish the story. And then Nick Aldis will come out and say, nope, that's not how that works. I talked to Cody Rose and told him that because this Royal Rumble happened before you signed this contract, he still gets this opportunity to face you at WrestleMania. You signing that contract has nothing to do with something as pre-established as the Royal Rumble. So what's going to happen is The Rock is going to face you night one at WrestleMania for that tribal chief position, and Cody Rhodes will face you nights 2 for that championship belt. And of course, Roman Reigns is going to get upset. He's going to go crazy. And then Cody Rhodes is going to have the smirk on his face and pick up the mic and say, you think we didn't have this planned out the whole time? Now, guys, I get it. I know what happened outside of WWE, but I'm talking about how they can do it in kayfabe to twist this around if the reports aren't true. You think we didn't have this planned out this entire time? The Rock informed me that the Samoan family did not like how you were handling it as the tribal chief and asked The Rock to come in and take that position from you. When he told me that they asked him to do it, I reminded myself, who am I to step in the way of family? This is family business. This is something that has nothing to do with me. So I thought stepping out the way would help that happen. And I got a lot more time to go so I can do that later on down the line. But when they informed me that I can still have this match at WrestleMania, here we are. We've had this all planned out the whole time. So I cannot wait to face you at WrestleMania. And the plan here, as I said in a previous video, is to have The Rock take the tribal chief position from Roman Reigns, to have Cody Rhodes face him on night 2 without him having the bloodline as assistants, and have Cody have a fair one-on-one match against Roman Reigns to take that title off of him. And I think that'll be a dope way to finish the night. Now, if that's the case, I feel like what's going to happen is Roman Reigns is going to attack Cody Rhodes night 2 before their match, because it's kind of, in a sense, not fair to have Roman do double duty and then Cody face him at night 2 with a fresh body. So I think Roman is going to attack him, where it's going to put Cody at an even match or maybe below him. Maybe the injury will put him where he's the underdog again, but for him to fight and claw and move past his pain in order to beat Roman Reigns will make this a epic finish for the story. But that's what I think. That's what I feel like will make it an epic night. I'm sorry my voice is going out, so I'm going to get off this video. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. What would make this an epic night for you guys? I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Salute. Peace. Have a good day.